Welcome everybody to another episode. Um, like I said yesterday, this is completely new to me. I'm not a YouTube person, and I've been doing podcasting for over 10 years, and I've recently stopped doing podcasting because of a lot of these spiritual attacks. As I was, doing my podcast, it was originally about weight loss and coming back from a near-death experience that I had in 2016, January 2016. For some reason, I'm feeling called now to tell you my story. So for those of you who don't know, I had blood clot in my lung, which is a pulmonary embolism. God spared me. I was down to 2 hours. I had to have a clot buster shot that they said, I had to sign my life away. They put this board behind my back for if I, had an event that they would have to resuscitate me with the shocker paddles, and they were trying to talk me out of actually getting. They wanted me to sign a DNR, do not resuscitate, and they're saying it's not like the movies, you'll be a zombie, and I'm like, no, I want to live, thanks. So this is where my journey has begun. I know I was spared. I knew I was spared from a lot of things, in my life that, these depression demons and all this stuff, they're real. And I had no idea how bad it was, and when you don't pray and you suffer in silence, and that's when the devil can really attack you. Now, fast forward to, now, I had Biggs Radio, I had the website, I had the whole thing, and it was my life. It was going to be how I was going to make my mark on the world and try and tell my story. And in the process of this whole thing, I was living in a house that was full of mold, and I was sick, and I was dying again. The devil had a stronghold on me big time. And so we moved out of there, and I remember one night I was going to the washroom because I was working on this about page for my website, and I realized that I could have had the opportunity to get some money because I was originally taking Vioxx 10 years ago, 2005, and it gave me congestive heart failure, and that was the first time I almost died due to this medication. And so it's just I've been spared multiple times, and this time I really felt like it was done. I could see it in my mom's eyes that it was over, and I was at peace with the fact that I was going to die. But somehow deep down, I just knew I was going to live. And I've said multiple times before that I was accepting it and everything, but I don't know. I've always felt, ever since I was a little kid, when I found God when I was 5 years old, that I was loved and God had my back. And as soon as I was 5 years old, like as soon as I accepted God into my heart, I didn't know Jesus at that point. I just knew God, and I just called him God. And so I knew, right after then, I was molested as a kid, and that's where I believe I had this. I don't know if it's a, I've heard of these generational spirits that attack people and stuff like that. So I don't know if that's what it was, but ever since then, I've had attacks and depression and abandonment issues and stuff like that, and I've realized that this is where the devil is attacking me, is my abandonment issues, because I was saved, baptized when I was 17. I have no doubt in my mind that I'm saved, but the devil will make you feel that you've lost your salvation, and it's a lie. And the thing that I wanted to say today, because I was inspired to say this, but I just finished watching Matthew Shua's video, and it's just, the Holy Spirit's so awesome, because he works through all of us. And the message, not only that Matthew gave me, but sharing the gifts, had a great video last night as well. And I'm going to show you something really neat to kind of back up something he said, and also how the Holy Spirit works through the whole bride. So I was suffering here for 2 days. I was in my room, I shut the door. I wouldn't tell anybody what was going on with these spiritual attacks. And that's what the devil wants. He wants you to suffer in silence. Now, as soon as I made the video yesterday and started to fight back, I got prayers from Matthew. I got prayers from my family. I got prayers from my best friend Paul, who went to a Bible study, just so happened to have a Bible study that night, and then entire group prayed for me. I feel so much better today. I also was called by the Lord while I was in the shower to take communion when I got out of the shower, and to just to reaffirm and strengthen myself, and also to not sleep in my bed. I felt called to sleep in the living room on the couch, and so I might have to get a new bed because of this. I don't know. But the Lord is awesome. He will give you the answers. And, the thing I want to say today, the main message today, is if you are feeling depressed and you feel like you are suffering and you are feeling like you're under attack, you may think, oh, it's a common cold, or it may be this or that. And I don't know why my back has been hurting for 3 weeks straight, and it's just, something I deal. No, you don't have to deal with it. It's a spiritual attack. So please reach out to your friends. Reach out to your fellow bride members. Let them know that you are under attack and you must seek help. Don't suffer in silence, please. And, I think this will be part one, because I had a new dream last night, and it was a very intense and crazy dream, but it wasn't, like, it was a scary dream, but it wasn't scary for me, because it was, I'll just explain it in part two, because I'm using my phone and I don't have a lot of memory on my phone, plus I have to upload this. So this will be part one, and I just want to say a big shout out to Matthew, big shout out to Sharing the Gifts, and his awesome message that gave me so much hope yesterday, concerning what I've been going through and what a lot of us have been going through, and that, the church is being judged first, and that's why we are going through these sufferings, and it's to put pressure on us, so that we are able to do the work that needs to be done. And I feel that the reason I've been attacked, and a lot of this as well, is to keep me quiet. So I'm not going to be quiet. I'm fighting back, and I'm so happy to have this YouTube family, bride, all of us working together, and I just want to say thank you, and stay tuned for part two.